All right, welcome back, everybody. I am going to do a live reaction to the new Chris Webby song, Fire in My Blood. I believe it released yesterday, 23 hours ago. Yeah, so if you like Chris Webby, I believe this is from, yeah, it was midnight this morning, so Webby Wednesdays. So he's still on it. I'm going to make sure this is set to 1080p, and we're just going to dive right into this. Let's see how this one is.
Fire in my blood as I've been walking on.
And if you haven't watched his last video, music video, Purgatory, with Ren, it's amazing. And already I like the visuals going on here.
Them coals.
I'm going to have to fix that. I'm actually recording these in my hotel room. So let me get some faster internet going. And we will resume. Hey, and don't leave just yet. I promise, it's gonna get good. It sounds like it's gonna be good. We'll come back in, crisp 1080p, nice HD. Give it 2 seconds to kick over. And yeah, you just gotta bear with me. I'm trying to make the best of what I've got, do what I can, and yeah, here we go. We logged in, we good. Rock and roll.
They try to hold my tongue, but I just will not be controlled. So here I am as an honest man, just me, myself.
See, this is a little slower than I'm used to from Mr. Webby. We'll back up. So here I am, just trying.
They try to hold my tongue, but I just will not be controlled. So here I am as an honest man, just me, myself, and I won't leave. They could slap my hand, but still I stand for the promised land. So watch me bleed. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're trying to silence me, but here I am as an honest man. I still stand for the promised land. Hey, let's just see how this goes, because it's I gotta say, different side.
Staying true until it's over like a chosen one. Never sold my fucking soul and never hold my tongue. You see, the pen is mightier than the sword, and that's why I'm holding one. But none are mightier than the bullet, so keep a loaded gun, only to...
Yeah, yeah. So Chris Webby, obviously a supporter of the Second Amendment, um, and pen is mightier than the sword. And I wish more people believe that these days, but unfortunately, we see a lot of violence, especially in the United States, a lot of regression into violence, a lot of tragedy, and it's really sad. You got to watch your back, no matter where you go. I mean, it's not as bad as like the news and the media wants to paint it out to be. Um, as someone who's traveled across this whole country, but there are places in this country where you don't feel safe anymore, and places like beautiful places like New York City. New York City is amazing. It's a beautiful place. One of my favorite places in this country. I haven't personally had any really bad experiences there, but I know people who have, and I know it's all over the media. And like I know people in my family who would genuinely enjoy it, but will never go because of all of the bad rap, the bad reputation a lot of these places get. But anyway, let's get back in here.
Protect myself, gotta have that weapon shelf, cause speaking your bullet true until it's over like a chosen one. Never sold my fucking soul and never hold my tongue. You see, the pen is mightier than the sword, and that's why I'm holding one. But none are mightier than the bullet, so keep a loaded gun, only to protect myself. Gotta have that weapon shelf, cause speaking your mind could be dangerous, but I can't help myself. The demons running this planet have got the devil's help, so fuck if I ain't making sure that I got Smith & Wesson's help. I'm not by nature a violent man or a killer, just a little off kilter. My mind is without a filter. Who knew as I got bigger I'd rise to become a pillar of that real shit? In a game where the highest bidder holds the puppet strings hanging off these.
His rhyme scheme there is pretty good. Yeah, I know. Talking about Chris Webby's he's known for speaking his mind, and yeah. So let's see.
Fraudulent rappers, those demons running this planet have got the devil's help. So fuck if I ain't making sure that I got Smith and Wesson's help. I'm not by nature.
I love that rhyme scheme there. Smith and Wesson's help.
A violent man or a killer, just a little off kilter. My mind is without a filter. Who knew as I got bigger I'd rise to become a pillar of that real shit? In a game where the highest bidder holds the puppet strings hanging off these fraudulent rappers. Those pretend to give a fuck off of the marketing rappers, claiming dope but got a ghost writing all of it rappers. It's a shame we even calling them rappers. Fuck.
That reminds me of Prof talking about his, like, am I the only motherfucker still writing his own rap songs? If you ever listen to Prof, I highly recommend checking out Prof. He has a very similar statement. He's talking about ghostwriters and how the industry has changed drastically, where people don't even write their own music anymore. So it's different. And to me, it's going to get worse with AI.
Try to hold my tongue, but I just will not be controlled. So here I am as an honest man, just me, myself, and I won't leave. They could slap my hand, but still I stand for the promised land. So why?
Sorry, the whole hotel just shut. I don't know what's going on now. I'm just gonna keep watching. I'm gonna back it up.
Stand for the promised land, so watch me bleed. The only way you'll take my freedom of speech is with a bullet. But if that shit don't leave me deceased, I'll take a momentary second just to heal in peace and come back even harder with that.
Gotta say, I do agree with him. Being able to speak your mind, being able to say what you want. I mean, yeah, don't be a dickhead, obviously, but you should be able to say what you think. And the more people who say what they think, you see it all the time. It reveals the true nature of people, in my opinion. And being able to speak freely, despite having unpopular beliefs, allows for open discourse and for the what's the word I'm trying to think of? But it separates the wheat from the wheat from the chaff, as I think that's how it goes in the saying. Anyway, the idea is if you're all able to speak freely, the common voice or the truth, the right voice can come out and will survive over, you know, the repetition and talking points and garbage propaganda and ideologues that spilling. Like the freedom of speech gives you the ability, no matter what, to speak and express yourself freely. So I think it's very important to be able to do that. And I know a very few there's a few places where you can't do that. So it's definitely feel blessed to be able to.
Have much more reason to speak. Do I need to repeat? You gotta kill me to silence me. Fire in my blood, you'll take a risk if you try at me. And more important than if I win or I fucking lose, is that I'm spilling your blood too. You see, the fact of it is, I just got something that ain't right in my brain. At my expense, I've gone against every side of the grain. Blackballed from the...
I gotta hear that again.
That much more reason to speak. Do I need a repeat? You gotta kill me to silence me. Fire in my blood, you'll take a risk if you try me. And more important than if I win or I fucking lose, is that I'm spilling your blood too. You see, the fact of it is, I just got something that ain't right in my brain. At my expense, I've gone against every side of the grain. Blackballed from the game, this pariah became a fucking pressure cooked diamond through the fire and flames. I'm living in the eye of the storm, it's all I know. It feels like home, the echoes in the hallway grow to a crescendo.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That fucking sword. Look at that. That's pretty dope.
All I know, it feels like home. The echoes in the hallway grow to a crescendo. Take it from my all-time low. So light the fuse and it's off I go. Yeah. Fire in my blood as I've been walking on them coals. They try to hold my tongue, but I just will not be controlled. So here I am as an honest man, just me, myself, and I won't leave. They could slap my hand, but still I stand for the promised land. So watch me bleed. I got fire in my blood. I got fire
Guitar? Where'd that come from?
in my blood. So watch me bleed. I got fire in my blood. I got fire in my blood. So watch me bleed.
House burning.
In my blood. So watch me bleed.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, don't want to beat a dead horse here, but so Chris Webby got big, or is getting, it got a lot of views on his Raw Thoughts series, where he speaks his mind about whatever's going on politically and socially. It's his social commentary, and so I can see where, despite all that's going down, uh, especially in politics and in the world, uh, it might feel like, especially to an artist, that you have to watch what you say. You have to self-censor in a way. And he's saying he's not going to do that. He's not going to self-censor. He's going to say what he thinks no matter what. And I got to respect that because, like I said, I do believe that being able to speak freely is very important to a functional society. It allows us all to have, despite our differences of opinion, and despite where you come from, our backgrounds, culture, and everything, it allows us to find common ground. It allows us to work through the differences and get to somewhere in the middle. And if we're not able to speak freely, if you're only able to speak freely to those around you that believe what you do, we all get stuck and trapped in these echo chambers that don't help anyone, and we don't move and make any progress that way. We become tribal, and we regress, which is not healthy. It's not healthy for us. It's not healthy as a society. It's not healthy for anybody. So, but this is the song I was talking about with Ren. So why don't we do a double feature? I've already watched this, but it's so good. Watch it again. So yeah, the Purgatory Pop. Like again, his Webby's video quality has improved drastically. So
Falling by the wayside with these habits I keep shaking. New jeans with the same old baggie in my pocket.
So the use of black and white here and the contrast with color is so good. And as the video progresses, you'll see what I mean.
Trying to find the
If you haven't seen it.
ain't no way back where I've gone. New me with the same old baggage in my can't save me, y'all. They say I'm lost. I can't even start to count all of the days I've lost. After nights of losing count of all the drinks I bought. Self-medicating just.
Ooh, half the nights losing count of all the drinks I bought. Man, I think I've definitely been there. Just uh, drinking, like feeling lonely, feeling out of it, and drinking and not realizing what you're doing.
To get the weight all off, only starts with a shot.
It doesn't help.
4 in a row. Next thing you in the bathroom, scoring some blows. See, it is what it is, and it's all that I know. But I'm getting to a fork in the road. I know the way it's been. I take it in. Feel I gotta start learning to pray again. I try to wash away the sins, but they like tattoos on my skin.
That is his visuals in this song are very, very poignant in the sense that, well, I mean, this is Purgatory Pub, right? Purgatory. So Purgatory, and so basically this is the in between, right? This is what happened. This is where they're at when they die. So obviously you saw the guy with the slit throat. Guy blew his brains out. The bartender, the shotgun in the back of his head. So there's definitely some theming here with this song that we all have our problems, but we all end up in the same place.
I've been sitting here scrubbing them, trying to cover them, but I'm stuck with them, struggling, drunk and stumbling while I'm juggling.
Ooh, that's that line, scrubbing them, but we're stuck with them. Like, no matter what, like, it's the things we've done them. And as much as we try to erase it, we just have to accept sometimes that that's a part of who we were and that we can change as people. And that's one of the things about human beings is we can change.
Habits that are both the cause and the cure of my suffering. I know it's becoming a little troubling. Falling by the wayside with these habits I keep shaking. New jeans with the same old baggie in my pocket. Yeah. Trying to find a way, but ain't no way back where I've gone. New me with the same old baggage in my closet.
Oh, and there he is. There's Ren coming in.
Bloody red mud, they whisper and murmur. How did Ren get here? Nature or nurture? I nurture my nature. The vine misbehaved.
The layers to that line. When it's like I nature my nurture, or I nurture my nature in the background.
Reaching for a bottle, thought the spirit was my savior. Chopping on my brain cells when I'm reaching for the pot. But pot's the only shot I got to stop this ticking clock. Tick counting down the minutes till that something in me pops. And resurrects a disconnect that helps me self-destruct. And when I'm down on my luck, wasted brain.
Yeah, he just says so much. Reaching for the pot in order, it's the only thing that makes it slow down and makes you feel like you have more time.
Got this ticking clock. Tick counting down the minutes till that something in me pops. And resurrects a disconnect that helps me self-destruct. And when I'm down on my luck, wasted, brain dead, vacant, faded. I get wasted, you get brain dead. Mind so vacant, I'm so faded.
Talking about the cycle. Get wasted, get faded, repeat. Rinse, repeat, basically. Yeah, you numbing the emotions instead of dealing with them. Not dealing with the baggage that we carry, and using the liquor, the weed, the drugs, as the chick in there was trying to, the lady was dialing on her phone, probably trying to get another hit. You could tell she was fidgeting. So a lot of symbolism here. And then that switch up, man.
A disconnect that helps me self-destruct. When I'm down on my luck, wasted, brain dead, vacant, faded. I get wasted, you get brain dead. Mind so vacant, I'm so faded. All the time, wasted, another line, brain dead, feeling so vacant, leaving on faded. Complicated in-house patient, wasted, brain dead, vacant, faded.
Complicated in-house patient. In-house patient. Talking about a patient of your own mind. Like anxiety, like making you constantly trying to think about it.
Tripping with my back against ride with these habits I keep shaking. New jeans with the same old baggie in my pocket, yeah. Trying to find a way, but ain't no way back where I've gone. New me with the same old baggage in my closet.
Yeah, no longer in purgatory. Full color. Yeah, so the symbolism, I believe it's symbolism. I believe they mean it like this whole thing was a wake up call. Like, hey, we all go to the same place. You shouldn't be thinking of yourself as better than someone else. Maybe I'm implying what I think, but I don't, you know. But this is, I mean, it's a great song. And as you can see, Webby's still sitting in Purgatory Pub. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the double feature, surprise double feature. I didn't even know I was doing it. How about that? If you enjoy the video, please like, comment, subscribe. I should start saying it at the beginning of the video. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one, which will be uploaded probably Sunday. So it's